Hey everybody, welcome to the third week of our Veganuary interactive cooking series with Veggies Do It Better, ARCPDX, and NARN, which is Northwest Animal Rights Network up in Seattle. We're so excited to have you here, and we are especially excited to have our guest chef here, Sarah Jansala, who is the co-owner of Kati Thai. She's a cookbook author, she's a pharmacist, she's a woman of all trades. So we're really excited to have her here. I want to go over a couple of housekeeping things before we get started. So the recipe is in the chat box. If you are watching this video later, then we will put the recipe in the comments below or in the description. It'll most likely be on YouTube that you're watching this. And we're just really excited to have everybody here. We want this to be as interactive as possible, so definitely feel free to take yourself off mute. You can ask questions. Go ahead and interrupt Sarah or I as we're talking, because we know Zoom can be kind of weird when you're trying to communicate with each other. If you don't feel comfortable taking yourself off mute or having your camera on, then you can definitely utilize the chat, and I will be relaying things to Sarah as she's cooking. So before we get started, I do want to mention the cookbook giveaway that we're doing. I'm going to show our first one is bold vegan food from Southeast Asia. We're going to be giving this away, and then the best cookbook ever we're going to be giving away. This is Sarah's cookbook, Vegan Thai Kitchen. We've been giving this away every week of the series. We're so grateful to Sarah that she donated 3 copies for our series. So it's absolutely beautiful. I know I've shown you guys before, but her dishes are just gorgeous. And so I'm definitely going to be picking up a copy of this book on my own once the series is over. So now we're going to get started with Sarah. So like I said, Sarah is the co-founder and chef at Kati Portland. If you guys haven't been to that restaurant, go right now. It's so good. I mean, like after this. She's also the co-founder of BKK Pad Thai Food Cart that's in Core PDX, and the author of Vegan Thai Kitchen. On top of all of this, she works now part-time as a licensed pharmacist. Sarah has a strong interest in the field of how to balance your daily diet and regular exercise can lead to a healthier life. So please help me welcome Sarah Jansala.
Thank you, Chelsea. Sawadee ka. I'm Sarah Jansala. Welcome everyone to the Thai cooking class. So just tell a little bit about myself. I'm the co-founder of Kati Portland. So we start a Thai restaurant by the Division Street in Portland in 2016 in December. The reason why we start vegetarian Thai restaurant is because my dad, he's the one that inspired us. He's been vegetarian for 30 years, and I was born in a Thai restaurant in Thailand. I grew up and born there. My mom always cooking food. She's a chef, and we have a vegetarian restaurant as well in Thailand. And then when I moved here, start my school, be a pharmacist, and then I don't know, somehow you turn back to a vegan restaurant, a vegetarian restaurant again. So that's how we started. So the background of the recipe or the food that I got to start at the Kati is from my mom, Renu Jansala. She's the one that helped create the cookbook as well. So some of that is from her. So a little bit about today, we're gonna make the most popular curry, as you know, that is called Penang. You can make Penang with a lot of stuff. You can use just the fresh tofu, just mixed vegetable, or just mushroom. But today I'm gonna make it more spatial. So we're gonna create what we call vegan fish. It's a seaweed wrap in a tofu and then fry a little bit to crispy. So we're gonna make Penang vegan fish. So there's 2 ingredients that I apologize that I missed. So it's gonna be the tofu. I think all of you should have extra tofu. It's 50 grams per fish. So today the recipe, we're gonna make about 4 fish. So it's gonna be about this size that we're gonna make. Right, and then one more thing is the frying oil. I think you guys should have it in the kitchen. Just, have a cup or enough to cover the fish, that's all. Okay, if you have any questions, just shout out or text at any time. So first, I'm gonna go over the ingredient here, right? So the first one will be firm tofu. You can do medium to firm, that will give you a good texture. The soft one will be too soft and will fall apart when we make the fish. So the second one will be seaweed. So seaweed will come in this side if you bought it from the market. So it's a big sheet. So I'm gonna use 2 sheets and I'm gonna cut in half. Use your scissor and cut half. It's gonna give you this size of seaweed. So we're gonna get 4 pieces out there. The next ingredient will be my cornstarch, or whatever flour or starch that you have. Next one will be the red and green bell pepper. If you have yellow, orange, what other pepper, that would work as well. I just want to keep some pop color up on the curry here. The next one, very important ingredient that you can't miss, because if you miss it, it will not taste like curry or Penang. This is Thai basil. And it has to be Thai basil too, because the smell is different if you get the Italian basil or other kind of basil. Right? The next one, you don't need to have it. I know it's hard to find. It's actually the one we got is not the fresh one, it's a pickle. It's pickled peppercorn. So the real one the fresh one should be really green and fresh, but we got this for the smell as well. All right, so the next one I have is optional. I know it's hard to find. It's Kaffir Lime. So we have the leaf here, and we're gonna chop fine into this side. So later we're gonna chop it. The next one will be coconut oil. And I have sugar, tamari, soy sauce, curry paste, Penang curry paste, water, and then coconut milk. So about 1 can, the small can will give you about what the recipe is. For the Penang curry, I know in the market may not be available at each store that you go. You can also use red curry as well. The red curry paste will give you similar taste in the curry. Just a little bit of the cumin and the coriander smell in the Penang curry, but red curry works as fine. Okay, so if anyone have any questions so far on the ingredient? One trick a little bit about the curry paste in the store. Most of them would have shrimp paste. So just look at the ingredient. I found that there's 2 brands in most store that they doesn't have shrimp paste. We have, I think it's called Mea Anong, and then the other one called Aroidi. Those 2 are vegan friendly. So you can use that. And I also use Thai home curry paste as well. Okay. I think we're gonna start. So we're gonna start by making the vegan fish. Okay, so you're gonna start cutting the tofu into this size. And then I'm gonna move it here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of soy sauce for a taste, like a little taste in your fish. Just a little bit on each side. That's all. And then you're gonna mix your thickening agent. So the flour mixed with the water, not too loose. You want a little bit of thickness.
Sarah, how much water are you doing? Or are you just eyeballing it?
Yeah, you can eyeball it and just make the thickness that yeah. All right, just make sure it's not lumpy and mix well. It's gonna be about this thickness. You can just
Did you say that you just eyeball the water in the cornstarch to the right consistency?
Sarah's on mute. If she's talking, we can't hear her.
whatever you just like pass it down right here first. It's like a glue.
Sarah, you were on mute for a little bit, so can you go over that one more time, please?
Yes.
And I think somebody had a question.
Sure.
Sadie had a question?
Yeah, did you say you just eyeball the amount of water to make the right consistency with the cornstarch?
Right. Yeah. I probably add about a quarter cup, probably around that. Yeah. Yep. Okay, we're gonna roll this again. So we're gonna make 4 of this. So we're gonna laying the seaweed paper right here. You're gonna add your tofu, seasoning tofu in there, and you're just gonna roll it unto the end, leave about an inch. So you're gonna glue that with the flour, the mixing flour. Okay. And at the end, you just put the flour mix and then just tape it. That's it. All right. And you're gonna repeat all this for all the fish that you need. Okay.
Should we be heating our oil while we're
Yeah,
doing
I'm
this?
gonna heat up the oil after this one, and then while we heat up the oil, we're gonna cut the veggie as well.
What just happened? Oh, did somebody just share their screen? Brad, I think you accidentally shared your screen. If you can go down to the, whoops, the green box, you're gonna hit end share. There we go. Thank you.
right. All right, we'll give everyone some time for the fish.
Does anyone have any questions for Sarah while we're assembling?
Yeah, actually, quick question. Hey, Sarah, is that curry paste, is that Thai at home? Is that the same brand that used to be called Thai and True?
No, actually, this is a different brand. They similar, but it's the distributor is Early Gourmet. Thai and True is actually another company as well. Yeah, but there's two different brands.
Okay, okay. Yeah, the jars looked kind of the same to me. Cool, thank you.
Right, yeah, thank you.
I have a question for you, Sarah. What are your favorite like Asian markets in the Portland area to go to?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, there's two of them. One of them called Hong Fat. I think it's Vietnamese. They have a variety of stuff. But if you really want Thai stuff, I would go to Lily Market. I think it's by Halsey and 126, around that area. Halsey and 126, called Lily Market. It has more Thai ingredients there. Yeah.
Yeah, Jude saved us and she went and got a couple of ingredients for a few of us.
Yep.
Because they didn't have green peppercorns or kaffir leaves that
Yeah,
Asian market
peppercorn.
up there.
Yeah, I think peppercorn right now is very hard to find too. A lot of stuff is been out of stock for a long time because of the pandemic. Yeah, we lucky that we got some stocked up from other, supplier. But yeah, it is hard to find peppercorn.
I was surprised they didn't have it.
Right. Okay, I think everyone probably almost done with the seaweed wrapper. What we're gonna do, we're gonna try to start heating up the oil, in the pan. I would do with like low to medium heat, because during the oil heating up, we're gonna start cutting some veggie like bell pepper and the Kaffir Lime. Okay. Heat up my pan here. We don't use a lot of oil. I just wanted to at least like half cover the seaweed, so it's not sticking in the pan.
Is that coconut oil?
No, this is a cooking oil, the one that I added in there. This is one that I missed on the ingredient. Yeah.
Ah, okay. And then
Right.
putting the flour on the rest of the flour on the seaweed.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of like dipping like a tempura. So we're gonna throw the vegan fish in the leftover mixing flour like a tempura before we fry it.
And is that just wheat flour?
Yeah, you can use wheat flour, you can use corn flour, you can use tempura flour, whatever available for you. It's more like to help it not to stick to the pan.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, now we're heating up the oil.
How high should I have the stove on?
What'd you say again?
What heat for the stove? How high?
Oh, I will go with low to medium, and I will heat it up when we're done with the vegetable. So then we'll heat it up again. Just low to medium for now. Okay. All right. Then we're gonna cut the red and bell pepper. You can cut whatever shape you like, but I like to cut in their square. like this size, like about 1 inch to 1.
What other kind of vegetables do you like to put in this dish?
What other veggie?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, zucchini is good. You can even do eggplant, pumpkin, you know, broccoli. I love, and carrots good too. Yeah.
Would bok choy work? I have one baby bok choy.
Bok choy would work too. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mushroom would work good, right?
Oh yeah, I have some mushrooms.
Yeah, mushroom. Right.
Sarah?
Yeah. Hi.
Sorry, noisy dog. But I was going to ask, so we didn't get any of the Thai basil. We've got
Yes.
American basil, but I don't know if it's better to just leave it out.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's just the smell that doesn't. It's just give you the different smell, but you know it worked too. If you couldn't find Thai basil. Yeah, American basil work as well. All right, we got the bell pepper here, and the other key ingredient I know is hard to find if you not go to the Thai market. Is Kaffir Lime, but if you don't have it, it's totally fine. So so the way we chop it very fine. So you're gonna stack in the leaf up and roll it like this. Roll it into like a straw, and then you're just gonna slice it very fine.
Not sure. Some kind of fish, some kind of curry. Made the fish by wrapping tofu in seaweed. And I don't know if I'm on the video. Have said don't use my video.
So this is a Kaffir Lime. This one I'm gonna use for a topping to give you a kick smell. And as well, we're gonna save some like 2 leaf or so, or 3 to add in the curry itself. So I'm just gonna peel it out. Like we're gonna take off the stem and just the leaf, just peel half like this. And we're gonna throw into the curry as well. Right. So just let you know that the vegan fish here, it can be anything. You can do like sweet and sour sauce, you know, whatever sauce you want to put on top, or even just the prick king sauce. Prick king is similar to the Penang sauce, but without coconut milk. So you can do that the same thing and pour in there, and that will be prick king sauce. Yeah. We have another dish and very popular to at Tati called Prarat prick, which means prick king sauce on top of the vegan fish. So similar today. All right, I think we're gonna heat up the oil to medium high. A little bit. Does anyone have any question?
Yes, I have one. Can you show how you're gonna cover it with the flour mixture?
The fish, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can, you know, you can just like paint it all over so it's not too much of the flour. or you can even like throw it in there if you like thicker. This is what I would do. So I don't like too much flour in there. It's like this.
Is that your cornstarch or a different mixture?
This one, cornstarch. You can use cornstarch or you can use tempura starch. That either one that you have, it just prevent the, it from sticking. Be like this.
Okay, thank you.
So you're gonna use the same leftover mixture, the flour mixture, and you pan it all over 4 sides, and we're gonna pan all of them at one time, and then we're gonna drop all of them at one time. So it's evenly cooked. Right. Yeah, make sure the oil is not too hot, because you can burn it. Right. It's really hot. We're gonna add it in there. Right, we're gonna do one side at a time. So each side gonna turn golden brown, and you're just gonna flip it. Right, does anyone have a question at this moment? All right, we're gonna flip it to each side so each side got crispy and crunchy.
I have a random question. What's your favorite dish to make at Kati?
Oh, wow. You know what? It's not really a favorite dish, but the dish that I made the most, I would say, is pad thai. It's actually my favorite to eat too. Yeah, pad thai.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think it's everyone's popular. It's everyone's favorite as well. So pad thai, and the second favorite is pad see ew. It's just a different kind of noodle, but the taste is very, very similar. Yeah.
I think the patsy is my favorite dish there.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
When our fish is done, should we be putting it on like a paper towel or a cloth
Yeah,
or just
if
a
you
plate?
have frying paper or paper towel to, yeah.
Is frying paper like craft paper?
No, I think paper
wax
towel would work for home. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we're just gonna leave it there, dry up, and next we're gonna make the sauce. Okay. It's gonna look like that. If you like more crispy, just fry it longer, but just crispy outside and soft inside is good enough. Okay. Right. We got our fish now. Next, we're gonna make the sauce. So, originally, when you cook the Penang sauce, you know, the coconut milk, most can will tell you to shake it well before open. So most people probably shake it already before open. Normally, the coconut milk will have two separate layers. The bottom part will be water, and the top part will be coconut oil or cream. That's what the cream part, most Thai cooking, they will just scoop that cream part and use that one as a coconut oil. But you know, I have coconut oil here in the ingredient as well that you can use. Or if you doesn't mix your coconut milk yet, you can use that coconut cream on the top as a coconut oil. Right? We're gonna heat up the pan at low to medium high. Let me know if you have any question in this process. We're gonna add a little bit of the coconut oil in there. Yeah. So we got about 1 tablespoonful of coconut oil, and then we're gonna add our ingredient, the curry paste. So on the curry paste, you can add more if you like more spicy, or you can even add chopped chili in there if you want it pretty spicy. So this one, we're gonna add only about 3 tablespoonfuls. Yeah. We're gonna use low heat to just cook the curry. So you smelled it for the aromatic smell. So after that, you're just gonna add coconut cream. So I'm gonna add only half of the coconut milk first, and then just heat up your pan into medium. So we're gonna let the water evaporate out a little bit, because the Penang is actually a curry that's different than other curry that is super soupy. Penang is more like thicker, richer, and you know, you get all the taste and smell and the thickness of the Penang. And there's one more thing, if you love peanut, some recipe actually add like crushed peanut in there for thickening as well. But most recipe they don't because of the nut allergy, but you can do that if you like peanuts. All right, now my sauce, curry, and the coconut actually thicker. I'm gonna add the remaining of the coconut milk in there. right? And then you just mix it until it all combine. One thing that I want to add up to, like before you seasoning your curry, make sure you taste it first, because if you never use that curry paste from that brand before, you make sure to taste it first, because different brand have a different saltiness of the paste. So you don't want to add more salt or more fish sauce, soy sauce, if it's already too salty. So we want to taste it first before you add it, the soy sauce in there. Right, just low to medium heat a little bit, just for the curry to dry it up, so it's not too saucy, too loose. We want it to be thick. And once it thick up, we're just gonna season it and then add veggie, and then we finish. I'm gonna taste it a little bit, just make sure. Just the coconut itself and the curry paste itself gonna give you some flavor already, like sweet and a little bit of salty. So adjust that per your taste.
Wondering then.
All right.
Ours looks good. How's everyone else's coming out?
Cool, yeah. Add more chili if you love. And then
That
now I'm
looks
gonna
great.
season my sauce. So just season as you like. Add some soy sauce in there. And I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. So Penang and the red curry actually has slightly different in the taste. So Penang will be a little bit sweeter. Just a little bit sweeter. I think it's because of its thickening. It's very concentrated too, because red curry will have broth or water. All right, I think now the sauce is thick enough. We're gonna add veggie. You can add whatever veggie you like. I'm gonna add bell pepper and green pepper for color. And I'm gonna add some of my peppercorn. Just for smell, just gonna put in. What does your curry look like right now? Well, the last one that I can't miss is the basil. Once you add basil, just turn the stove off, because basil is very easy to cook. You want to still keep the freshness too. Looks good. Right. Now we got all the color that we want.
Were we supposed to put broth somewhere?
Yeah, you can add, I keep the broth at, you know, if you like to lose it up, like thinner, you can add it in, but if you don't, because different coconut brand will give you different creamy texture.
I see.
But I think like this loose is good, like still give you a thick texture.
I made way too much fish, so I'm still frying.
Okay. So the taste will come out, you know, slightly sweet and salty taste, and you know, mix it up, but not super sweet.
Sarah, what brand of coconut milk do you typically use? Because I have been looking for a creamier.
You know, ROID actually give, you know, there's two different kind. You know, most coconut brand, Trauco or ROID, they have the one that they use for dessert, and they have the one that they use for food. So pick the food one, will give you more creamy.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now I'm gonna plate my fish. I'm gonna put the fish on your plate. That.
Sarah, I might have kind of a silly question. The curry paste that we got came in like a cup like this, and it's in a plastic wrap, plastic packaging. Should I try to just close the plastic and then put it back in the cup, or is it intended to put the curry paste like in this and then store it this way?
I would keep it in original plastic wrap, and maybe you can put that in the Ziploc if you want to make sure it's closed, and then you can put it back to the.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, now at the end, just gonna put the sauce on top of it. And don't forget the favorite part, the Kaffir Lime. Put it on top. And if you want more color, you can slide the red pepper and put it on top as well. To give a pop red color in the curry. Like that. Cool. Now it's finished. Be like that.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I can't promise that all of ours are going to turn out like that, Sarah, but wow, beautiful.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you for doing this. It's amazing.
Yeah, fun.
Christina and Sarah work together, and so Christina's the one who hooked us up with a celebrity chef. We're so lucky.
And then don't forget steamed rice. I don't know if you guys have it. You eat with steamed rice or even steamed vegetable. That would work as well.
So when did your cookbook come out, Sarah?
2019, actually. Yeah, it took me a while to put it together and fix back and forth with my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did it take you guys?
Ooh, it's almost 6 to 8 months, I believe. Before I started, it's like, back and forth with the company, and then put it like about 2 months. And then when I start writing and do a redraft and everything. Yeah.
Did you enjoy the process, even though it was kind of lengthy?
It is. Yeah, it's very cool experience, actually. I always want to, and it's always a dream for me to have a book myself, but I didn't know that it's going to turn to be a cookbook. Yeah, I do have a book. It's a cookbook. It's pretty cool.
Did you do it in Thai as well?
I do not. Yeah, this one is only in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the publisher thought about doing it in other languages?
I actually see that they do sell this in Europe as well, but still in English. But I think the publishing company that I work with, they actually do translating into a different language too, but not at this moment. Yeah.
Cool.
Probably on the.
How's everybody's dish coming along? Feel free to show us on camera if you'd like.
I have a question about the kaffir lime.
Yeah.
The leaves, I also put them in while it's still marinating or whatever. That's right? Like you had 2 big leaves. I missed it.
Oh yeah, that I missed it. You put in the sauce as well, the big leaf.
Okay.
And you can sprinkle the little one on top as well.
Okay.
To keep the sauce smell. But the big leaf, I suggest not to eat it because it's very tough and chewy. It's just for the smell.
And how about those? Oh, they weren't berries. They weren't olives. What were those things on the vine?
Which one is it?
The peppercorns?
Oh, the peppercorn. Yeah. You don't have to add it if you don't have it. And actually, I don't like to eat it as well. It's for the smell as well. That's why I say it's optional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
My husband just came in and went, wow.
Wow.
This is the #1 fan of your fish sauce. I thought
Yeah, and we brought some. Hoping
I
that
showed
you
her.
would make it.
she told me all of her secrets.
The power of networking. I love it.
Right. And this vegan fish, you can actually halfway fry it and keep it frozen. And when you want it again, you can defrost and then, kind of put in the maybe air fryer or fry it again. Then you can, eat again. So it's like it takes time to do it one by one. Maybe you do like a batch of it and keep it frozen and then thaw it when you need it.
What are some of your top tips on vegan cooking for Thai, like some staples to have in your kitchen, things like that, like some special sauces maybe you found that happen to be vegan?
Right. Most of them actually vegan, unless you more like a gluten-free stuff. So soy sauce is the one that you can't really miss. And I'll tell you a little bit of the soy sauce as well. My favorite is this brand. It's very easy to find. Lily. It's a little bit more pricier. It's a Healthy Boy. It's thin. It's thinner than the regular soy sauce. It will give you more texture and taste similar to the fish sauce. So it's called Healthy Boy Thin Soy Sauce. That's my favorite brand. So it's good to have one. And another soy sauce for seasoning. This one will give you the umami taste. So it's a green called Golden Mountain. Golden Mountain soy sauce. So it's a green cap like this. And it has a Golden Mountain brand. So these two is the one that I would suggest to have it. And probably most Thai kitchen have that too. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
My husband's so
This is
excited.
awesome.
He's like, I should have been in here. Do you want to ask her anything about cooking at Kati? Or-
I don't know.
No? Okay.
No.
All right.
I'm sure you're going a lot.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Can I ask how you cooked the tempeh for your boss special recipe? Is that deep fried or in a similar technique that we did with the tofu?
You know, like in the restaurant, cook in a big batch. So we use a deep fryer. So we pour in the whole like bag in there. But at home, it would be similar style that I would do. Use a little oil just to cover one side. You can flip the other side as well. Yeah. Just a crunchy outside and still soft in the middle.
Okay, cool. That recipe just blows my mind. It's so
Oh,
good.
Yes.
It's so good.
Make it too. It's very easy to make. Chili paste that you can use. Thai Home has chili paste too that you add in there, and then the thickening agent we like to use palm sugar on that one. So and then you add soy sauce to your taste. That's all. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to live in Portland and I dream about your food. Okay.
The two key ingredient is fried garlic. You know, if you fry it yourself, it will really give you a really good taste. Because you know the pre-fried one in the market may not have the smell of the freshness smell left. I think if you can fry it yourself, it will give you a better taste. Garlic.
Awesome. Oh, good. That sounds so good. I'll try it. And then when I'm in Portland, I'll eat it with you guys every day.
Thank you.
One more question, piggybacking off Boss Special.
Mhm.
Do you use, is there lemongrass in there as well?
Lemongrass. I don't think there's lemongrass in there.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
It's so flavorful. It
It's
blows
so
my mind.
I think just if we use it just slightly, it's come in the chili paste, just very little. But
Okay.
the main ingredient there will be more like a garlic and onions. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
We're all trying to get all the secrets while you're here.
You're welcome for anyone. Yeah.
Did anyone have any other questions before we wrap up?
If we made extra tonight and we wanted to maybe take it for lunch tomorrow, is there a good way to do that and have it still taste crispy and good?
Well, if you can just like don't add the sauce in there, and you can probably put in the air fryer or fry it again in the morning of the fish. That's all. Just separate the sauce and the fish.
I have one other question. Is there a way to make the sauce? Yours looks a little thicker than mine, and should I just keep cooking it till it gets thicker, or?
You know, the coconut milk, like I say, different brand will give you a different creamy texture. You're gonna cook with lower heat just for the water from the coconut milk to evaporate up, and it will eventually thicker itself. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What if we were a little overzealous with the paste and made it too spicy? Is there a way to calm it down?
I would add more coconut milk to mask that. Right.
Or maybe lime? Would lime help to cut it? Or would that totally ruin it?
Yeah, it might give you the sour taste, but you know, if you like sour taste, that should be fine. Yeah. Either add milk or you add a little broth in there to kind of drop it down. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, it doesn't look like anybody else has any questions. People are still cooking along, which is awesome. Oh, looks like. Okay, thanks, Jane, for joining us. This was great. Okay, well, let's do the cookbook giveaway real quick. So first person is Elise. Elise, you won. Elise Crayons.
Oh my gosh. Yay.
Yay. So I've got you know, of course, Sarah's amazing cookbook, or the Bold Vegan Food of Southeast Asia. And this one's actually really beautiful too. And
That
it's
one-
recipes from all over.
That would be awesome because I actually own Sarah's cookbook already. So that would be perfect.
Oh, good. Okay, so you want this one? Okay, cool. And then Elisa, are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. Can you find me at Veggies Do It Better and just message me, and then we'll coordinate on getting you your book?
Yes, and then I'm just pulling it right now. Can you say the name again? You said
Veggies Do It Better.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I just started, following you guys for this. So perfect. I will, direct message you. Thank
Okay,
you
great.
so much. This
Yeah,
is
you're welcome.
awesome.
Congratulations. Okay, and then the next person is Natalie.
I just said me out loud, and then you
I
said,
love it.
like, yes.
Yeah, manifesting. All right, and then are you guys on Instagram?
And I'm following you. So
Okay, cool. So just,
message
awesome.
you.
yeah, shoot me a message and we'll get you hooked up on this. So, yay.
Thank you, Sarah and Chelsea, but thank you. I'm so excited.
And I wanted to show off, this is the curry paste that we found at Lily's Market.
Oh, Messy. Yeah, Messy. I think there doesn't have shrimp paste too.
No, it's vegan. Yeah, it's
Right.
vegan.
Dig it.
Very good, very good. Thank you
Nice.
so much.
Nice.
So awesome. Well, again, thank you so much to everybody who joined us tonight. This was our biggest crowd. Thank you so much to Sarah for taking time to do this. She did this, volunteered. She was very enthusiastic to help us out and do this because incorporating vegan cooking for everybody is really important to her. So we're just very grateful that you're here and really appreciate all the tips that you gave us and the secrets. So want to again thank everybody for coming. We did record tonight, and we had the first 2 weeks recorded as well. I'm going to be uploading those on my YouTube. We were talking about it last week and figured that would be the easiest way to go about it. So you can find that at Veggies Do It Better on YouTube. And then I'll also put a link. I'll probably put it in my stories at some point and with Veggies Do It Better and ARCPDX on Instagram for those that aren't on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, I'll put the links in the event page by tomorrow. I'm going to try and get that all organized and uploaded. So yeah, that's it. If anybody has any questions, or if you guys are interested in doing this again, if maybe you know a chef that would be good, you can reach out to me. And I think this was really successful. So maybe we'll do it again and maybe do it by donation next time to help cover costs a little bit. So thanks everybody so much. And we will see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Well, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you.